He's the king of the jungle. Huge mane out there. He's laying down under a tree in the middle of Africa. He's so big. He's so hot. He doesn't want to move. Now, the little lion cubs, they start messing with him. Biting his tail, biting his ears. He doesn't do anything. The lioness, she starts messing with him, coming over, making trouble. Still, nothing. Now, the other animals, they notice this, and they start to move in. The jackals, hyenas, they're barking at him, laughing at him. They nip his toes and eat the food that's in his domain. They do this, and they get closer and closer and bolder, till one day, that lion gets up and tears the shit out of everybody, runs like the wind, eats everything in his path. Because every once in a while, the lion has to show the jackals who he is.
Paint you anything. Oh yeah. If that don't get you fired up. A little bit of Christopher Walken. Don't mess with the lime. Great speech. Not that good of a movie, but he was the saving grace in it, in my opinion. A little biased today. You pay me a Birmingham. A little house on the edge of town. Porch going all the way around. Put her there in a front yard swing. Hot and dressmaking early spring. Say yes, sir. Pay me a Birmingham. Make it look just the way I planned. See, my way. Cause I ain't gonna budge. What? Roll up. Can't be moved. Really hot. Bird dogging it.
Inside Oracle Park, the home of the Giants, ready for baseball from the city by the bay. We expect a good one out of this Diamond Dynasty matchup between New York and Cooperstown. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next.
2021 Cooperstown Beasts.
Nick Castellanos now. And we are set for baseball here this evening.
For the All-Stars, the third baseman.
First pitch of the AB now.
Castellanos.
And that swung on and missed for strike one.
7 o'clock.
And boy, this at-bat is not starting off well as he's behind 0-2 now. Really tied him up on that one.
Yikes, he kind of looked
Nice
clueless
try,
on that swing
Ramon.
right there, man. If I'm pitching, I'm going right back to that same pitch.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Nicholas Castellanos goes down for the first out of the game. Willie Adames stands in as he can't connect here. 0-1. Fog starting to roll in from across the bay, so a cool 55 degrees as we get going tonight. Adames is one of the few true superstar hitters in the game. You're no doubt aware of it, but it doesn't matter who he's facing. He's a major league threat to hit the ball hard somewhere just about every time he steps into the box.
Yeah, one of the best hitters and truly blessed by the gods, but I don't think people realize the amount of time and effort this guy has put into honing his craft to become one of the great hitters in our sport.
Batting third. The
So
first
here
baseman.
is number 18. 2 outs already on the K this inning, so he'll be looking to do better. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1.
Hey, when you're featuring a mid-90s fastball like this pitcher, attack with that pitch. Get ahead. Get the offense on their toes. That opens up the off-speed pitches later in the game.
A ball and 2 strikes the count now with the bases empty and 2 away.
Now you could tell right there that curveball had some serious depth to it. That's what
Nice try, Ramon.
Swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it.
Nice start, boys.
And now here is Ken Griffey Jr. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Now he'll step out at the plate and
The center
reassess
fielder.
things here.
Ken Griffey Jr.
First offering on its way.
Ball 1.
And now a pitch on the way.
Blue Lake. Go be late.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Full count, 3-2.
Trouble waiting next as you see Mike Trout in the on-deck circle. And he takes ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here in the home half of the first in a scoreless ball
Batting
game.
second. The left fielder.
Next up, Mike Trout.
Mike
That's a
Low
ball.
for ball 1.
Counts
This is
1
a
and 0.
tough guy to turn 2 on. It's got to be hit hard. If you're an infielder, you've got to catch it and get rid of it
That's
quickly.
swinging.
1 and 1.
Counts even to Trout, 1-1. Here's Trout waiting on the 1-1. Fouled away. The 1-2. Swung on and missed, strike 3. Stepping in next. Runner at first and 1 gone.
Chris Davis.
Throw over to the bag.
he's safe.
Runner back standing. He's set. Here it comes.
Oh,
Otani is back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone. Here's Nolan Arenado.
Batting fourth. The third baseman.
He's ready. Here's the
Nolan
first pitch.
Arenado.
Oh, a diving effort as it's off his glove. And a good effort here, but he's well safe at first, and there are 2 on and 2 out now.
Batting fifth.
Here's
second
Corey
baseman.
Seager as he'll take a look at ball 1.
Seager.
And that's going to find real estate and fall in for a base hit. The run comes across to score, and they jump ahead 1-0.
Batting
Here's
fifth.
Javier
The
Baez.
shortstop.
And he's a bit
Javier.
tardy there on the
0-1.
first pitch fastball. It's
Baez.
0-1.
Tough situation early out on the mound, but if he can limit the damage right here, might build some confidence and get him rolling.
And he will indeed make the play in foul territory to retire the side.
hey, got to run on the board.
New inning set to get underway, and next will be a speed threat in the form of outfielder Shohei Ohtani. Here's the pitch. As Bumgarner gets ahead of him with
0-1's the
strike
count.
one.
This is why you pay the price of admission right here. Power on power. My money's on the pitcher.
No balls,
Oh, and
2
this
strikes.
at-bat is quickly moving from bad to worse. It's 0-2 now. Swung on in the dirt, strike 3.
Let's go.
And he
That
makes the
bomb.
throw to first. Ohtani is retired, and there's one away. So bases are empty with one gone. And next to bat will be Jesse Winker. And
1-0.
here's a slider that's nowhere close, and it's 1-0. And they won't get him to
2-0.
chase the curveball in the dirt that time, and it's 2-0 now.
This is a spot you really don't want to be in with a great hitter like that. You can't just lay
Count
one
is
in there,
2-1.
but you also don't want to run the count to 3-0.
Let's
Now the
go.
2-1 pitch. Waves and misses for strike
Believe
number
that's
2.
the
Count,
man.
2-2.
Wow, that's 4
myth.
straight Ks. He's knocking
The
them
legend.
down. He's looking for number 5 right here. You can
Nice
tell this
try,
guy on the
Ramon.
mound
Tell you
is
how I know
pitching
who it is.
with a whole lot of confidence in this one.
Got him to miss the
Pitch
breaking
and
ball.
one ahead.
Jesse Winker
Jeremy
goes down
Marshall
for
is
out number
walloped
2
out of
in the
bounds.
top half. First
But
pitch on
check
the
the
way.
headgear. Mark Legree comes over
Kyle
to deliver the
Lewis
ball.
is the batter now as he looks at a ball of 1-0.
Believe that man
Pitching
just
isn't
used the
always
word
about throwing strikes.
wall.
Sometimes you just need to make sure your opponent isn't too comfortable up there. And
One
that's
ball,
just
one
what he
strike.
did right there. Busted and inside with good hard stuff.
1-2 now.
Count is 1-2.
Told you I had it loaded and ready to go.
Nice try,
My
Ramon.
goodness, how about this? He struck out the side in back-to-back
Struck
innings,
out the
6
sides
in a
to
row,
start the
and inning
game.
is
Mad
over.
Bum just killing.
Last half of the second set to go, and digging in is the outfielder, Bryce Harper.
The right fielder, Bryce.
And he
Ball
just
right there.
misses inside with
That's
the
my brother
fastball
from
there.
another mother doing.
That's by him
Oh
for
my
strike
God.
Ball,
one.
1 strike.
Woo-wee.
Ugh.
That was some smoke right there. High fire right on by.
1-2 now as this catches the outer half.
Whoo, that was some gas. Triple digits on the radar gun.
Hit back toward the mound. And that's the first out. Adley Rutschman digging
Batting
in
in.
now.
The catcher, Adley Rutschman.
Here's the first pitch.
Ball, that's off the plate.
1 out, nobody on.
Ball 2.
And that's high and away, and the count goes to 2-0.
2-0.
And how about the uncommon patience for the rookie in a big spot right here? These have been some
We
tough
got 2
pitches to
balls,
lay off.
1 strike.
2-1 the count. Into the windup and the pitch. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. But this will wind up being a foul ball.
Did you like that,
Bases are empty,
Christopher
1 man
Walken?
out. And it's fouled away.
You get closer and closer, then the line just got to get up and just tear the shit out of something.
Early swing there as he pulls it foul to the right side. Now a
Just a
swing and a
tip.
softly hit ground ball. Here's another 2-2. And
We got a
that
full
sinking
count.
fastball
3-2.
didn't sink, it stayed high.
After
I don't know
multiple
if it-
pitches
I-
were
when I
foul
was
off, it
living
gets a
in
little
Atlanta,
disappointing as a pitcher, so you think to say,
I
I'm
met
gonna
Kerry
throw one
Hilson
way
down
off
in
the plate
Doraville,
and see if
off
he'll
of
chase it.
Pleasantdale
Didn't
Road.
happen.
They've locked horns. Here's the next offering. Swung on
I said I
fouled
do,
as it
like,
looked to make
3
it all the way
times.
up into the
Like,
concourse
out
area.
loud. Well, it was in my head out loud, but
The 3-2 one more time. Hit down the line at first. This will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Another full
said
count pitch home.
she liked the way that I talk.
And he
I
misses
like
here
it.
for ball 4. Already 2 walks surrendered in his first couple of innings of work.
Batting 9,
Ready to
The
deal.
pitcher.
Here comes the first pitch. Madison Bumgarner stands in as he checks his swing here for strike one. And the curveball's in there, so he's quickly behind 0-2.
Hey, I don't blame him for giving up on that curveball. That was a rainbow coming out of the sky. Stole a strike.
Rutschman, base runner at first with one out. Breaking
One
ball
ball,
that time,
two
but
strikes.
misses out of the zone.
Wanted to get the front door curveball on the inside corner there, but it backed up a little and stayed off the corner.
Again, a 1-2.
Baby girl. Just the tip.
Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. Skied into straightaway right. Otani waits on it.
Heck of a battle with your pitcher.
2 down. Digging in next, Ken Griffey
Now batting.
Jr. He worked a
The
walk
center
and came
fielder.
around to score in his
Ken
first trip in this game.
Griffey
Lifted the other way down the left field
Jr.
line. Left fielder is on the move, but this will land untouched. Comes set with the 0-1.
1-1.
Hey, struggling to find the release point of that curveball. That wasn't a very good one. Somehow he's just got to find that feel because that's a pitch he's going to need going forward.
That was a close one. Probably shouldn't have swung, but I did.
Patrick
attention,
Corbin
please.
is going to come on in
Now
relief now, and he may be asked to eat several innings as this game is just still really getting underway. Again, another foul ball. Here he comes again, 1-2. Now that's popped up. Castellanos has room in foul territory, and that's the third out.
What?
Here's the catcher, Salvador Perez. 7-8-9, bottom of the order set to go here in the third.
The catcher.
Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch.
Inside.
The
ball
offense better get it going right here because they certainly can tell from their dugout. This guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all his pitches.
Count now, a ball and a strike. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
That's a real nice location with that fastball up and in on the hands. Hard
Nice
to do
try,
much with that
Ramon.
because a hitter really can't extend his
Go.
arms very easily.
Made a miss on the off-speed pitch that time. Salvador Perez becomes the first out of the inning. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Gleyber Torres is in with one away now as he swings and misses here at strike one.
This lineup is flailing right now. They're having a hard time just making contact, let alone putting the ball in play.
Behind 0-2 now. Protecting with 2 strikes, went out of the zone
Just
that
a
time, but he
tip.
stays alive. The next 0-2. And he fouls this one off. 1 out, nobody on.
Nice
Oh,
try,
my
Ramon.
goodness, talk about a developing story here. 8 straight strikeouts, and there are 2 away now.
Number 46, Patrick Corbin.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a miss that
0-1.
time. It's 0-1.
Hey, make no mistake about it. This lineup's going to have to get going and get a little bit more aggressive. This guy's pounding the zone.
Oh, has him
0-2.
looking silly here. It's 0-2. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here.
Nice try,
Got
Ramon.
himself
9.
Another one as he picks up
9.
number 9 here, and the side is retired.
Woo-hoo-hoo! He's dealing, boys.
Now at the plate is Mike Trout. 0 for
Not now,
1 for
Chief.
him
I'm in
here
the
this
fucking
one.
zone. I'm in the zone over here.
He's ready. Here's the first pitch.
Wow.
Lewis waits on it.
I think it's short.
1
Yeah.
out. Now
The
to the
first
plate,
baseman,
Chris
number
Davis.
19.
Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, he hit it hard. That's all you can ask. You can't control the result sometimes, Matty. Just unlucky with the placement.
Just gets a piece of it, strike one. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Well behind
No
that
ball, two
fastball,
strikes.
it's a swinging strike. Bases are empty, one man out.
You know, I can't confirm or deny that, but
Lifted
you know,
down the line in left.
you know,
Castellanos.
if you
trying
say
to
it,
get
hey
there,
man,
but this will
I'm not
wind
gonna
up
lie,
being
you
a
know.
foul ball.
more than likely.
The 0-2 once more.
I got the count 1 and 2.
Swung on in the dirt for the third strike. But the throw is
Yes,
late,
he's in.
and he's aboard after the strikeout. One out,
Got
runner
him.
at first. And
Got
that'll
him.
bring in Nolan Arenado
Nolan.
from the
Arenado.
stretch. High in the air out to center field. Lewis is there, 2 gone. And he will hustle back to first as he thinks better of trying to move up. Here's Corey
The
Seager.
batter, number 5. Second baseman, Corey
Now here's the first offering.
Seager.
Gets ahead of him here as he
0-1's
got
the
him
count.
to swing over the top of this one. That pitch was so slow it barely registered on the radar gun.
Yeah, Matt, we don't see too many pitches crawling to the plate like that, especially these days.
Nope.
That can be a
Outside.
really tough pitch for a hitter to wait back on.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Swing and a miss as the
Why did I
slider
forget
sets
that
him
down?
down for the final out of the inning.
Garbage. This is
All set for the start of the 4th, and that'll give way to the third baseman, Nicholas Castellanos.
Still a big bagel in that hit column.
6'5", 235. Carolina boy from the
Never a
countryside.
good feeling when you know the guy out there on the mound.
And the doctor said he was country
Count is even
strong.
1-1 to Nicholas Castellanos.
Busting dope bottles off a fence post with a baseball like it was on a road.
In for a
Didn't
strike, and he
take
jumps
long to
ahead
get the
1-2
best
now.
around. This jive will come from
Send him packing for the second
Boomtown.
time.
And he throws fire from the mountain as he guns that batter down. Mama's prayers have been mounting since his young feet
Great
hit
AB
the
up to
ground.
this point. One man here
Now
really just
south, home and child who's paid his dues. From the east coast to the west, he said I didn't come this far to lose.
Into the windup.
Didn't come this far to lose.
Let's go!
So double digits now, 10 strikeouts for him thus far.
Now batting.
Next to hit, Willie Adames struck out in his last trip to the plate. Curveball fooled him there as he's
0-1.
way out in front.
In today's game, with velocity and exploding breaking stuff, you have to find a way to control the strike zone as a unit. They haven't been able to do that today, swinging at way too many pitches outside the zone.
And here's a fastball, not close as he runs it to 2-1 now.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
Hey,
Now batting.
10 in a row to start a game. Can't complain about it.
So now to the plate, number 18, as Bumgarner
0-1's
gets
the count.
ahead of him with strike 1. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Breaking pitch, and this
1 ball,
bounces
1
in front
strike.
of the catcher. Fouled off. Adames leads off first with 1 away.
Nope.
Oh, don't know how
Wow.
you lay off that
2
one,
balls,
but he did,
2
and it's
strikes.
2-2.
Man, that's one of those. How could you not swing at that one? A good take there on that pitch.
Nice try,
And he
Ramon.
struck him out. And there's strikeout
Ain't
number
it, baby?
11 in the ballgame.
Now batting.
Runner
Right
at
fielder.
first with 2 gone,
Shohei.
and that'll bring up the dual threat of Shohei Ohtani. As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike
0-1.
1.
Hey, love the confidence in that pitch right there, going right after one of the better hitters on this team. Not afraid to execute.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Ball.
Now a breaking ball, but it's low.
1 ball, 2 strikes the count.
The 1-2. Good changeup in the dirt. Strike 3. The throw to first is in time,
But that's
and
still
the inning is over.
12 strikeouts because he only got the batter on, and then I struck out the 2. No hitters gone. But we could have others.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and with it comes Javi Baez to the plate.
The shortstop, Javier.
Now a wave and a miss.
Oh,
One
yeah.
slider there.
Jay.
And he'll try to hold back on the pitch inside, but he pretty clearly broke the plane that time. It's strike 2. Pitch on the way. And this is swung on and missed, and this 4th inning will start the same way he ended the 3rd with a strikeout.
The right
And there's
fielder,
one away.
number 34.
Next to dig in, Bryce Harper. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Raleigh Fingers, the 6'4" right-hander, comes in out of the bullpen to do the pitching. Strike swinging, timing a little off on that one. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. Now here it comes. Swing, and he launches this one to deep left field. Back on it is the left fielder.
Go!
Oh my! It's gone! Santa Maria! Into the box now, Adley Rutschman.
Adley Rutschman.
Ohtani waits on it. 2 down.
Say so close, yet so far away.
So the next to bat will be Madison Bumgarner. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. As he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike.
That's a
And
ball.
he takes this one high, 1-1. 2 out, nobody on. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Too high that time, and it's 3-1. Ken Griffey Jr. would be next if they can keep this inning alive.
I want your love.
Can't keep that one fair, and now the count's full. And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole and getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
Now batting.
So a runner at first with 2 away, and here comes Junior. Jerry's Familia takes over here with a runner at first and 2 gone in the inning.
Jerry's Familia.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Pulled toward right center field. Lewis waits on it. And he's got it for the final out of the frame. All ready to go in the top of the 5th. And next it'll be the outfielder, Jesse Winker.
The left fielder, Jesse Winker.
First pitch of the AB now.
That's
A ball and no strikes.
Ooh.
Back up the middle, and a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard. The throw into second. Man, this will closer play than I thought, but he's in there with 2 bases.
The center fielder, number 1, Kyle Lewis.
And now it appears the outfield will shift and assume a more straight-up alignment. In now, Kyle Lewis, as Bumgarner gets ahead of him with strike 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. 1-1.
That's inside.
Winker stands at second with no outs. Ball low as he's able to lay off the slider. Big swing, but a little dribbler here to the right side of the mound. throw
Oh,
won't
he's in.
get him at first. An infield single, and it's first and third now.
The catcher, Salvador Perez.
And up steps Salvador Perez as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. And they're runners at the corners now. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ball game. And the
One ball,
curveball
2
bounces
strikes.
here, but a good job behind the plate to keep it at arm's length. Here comes the 1-2.
Nice
He's
try,
away, but a
Ramon.
miss. He struck him out. Runners
Still
at the
striking
corners
him
here
out.
with 1 gone in the inning. And that'll bring up Gleyber Torres.
Labor Torres.
And now it appears the outfield will shift and assume a more straight-up alignment. Here's the first pitch.
Counts
Here's
1-0.
the slide step there, Danny.
Yeah, he's clearly thinking about the steal right here. Didn't happen, but the cat-mouse game continues on.
A high fastball is in there. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
He's got a couple of pitches to deal with right here, but he's starting to lose command of his pitches. It might be time to take a step back and try to refocus on making some good pitches.
Fouled away. The 2-2.
Nice
Struck
try.
him
Let's
out.
go!
14 punch-outs now in the game. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Jeurys Familia. First at-bat of the game for him here in the 5th, as he was a late entrant into this one. In there, strike one. Expecting a potential bunt, the corner infielders come way in to try to protect. In there, and he's ahead 0-2 now.
Hey, I know it's the pitcher at the plate, but he's going to grind it out right here. He's got a chance to help himself, and nothing's a bigger backbreaker for the team than watching the pitcher drive in.
The count is
Count
1
is
and 2.
1-2 now. From the stretch.
Nice try,
He's got
Ramon.
another one. 15 strikeouts in the ball
15,
game,
baby.
and the side is retired. Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Almost,
left
Matty.
fielder.
Almost went deep his
Mike.
last AB. Certainly just
Wow.
missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Lewis waits on it. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
I see it now.
Davis.
First pitch of the AB on its way. That
Come on, baby! Woo! Put it in the bay! Put it in the bay, baby! That's the OG!
Price you pay right there.
Look at him, all fancy. All fancy, putting that smoothest, sweet sing on. Look at it. Poetic.
Start with the numero uno.
Stamp
Number
it.
1, man. You
Put
gotta
it in the ocean.
enjoy
Let's
everything
go!
He did just that.
And that'll bring in Nolan Arenado. Up and in here as he had to bend out of danger. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Swing, and he takes this the other way to right. Ohtani is there, 2 down. Next, here is
The
Corey
batter,
Seager,
number 5.
1 for 2 in
Second
the ballgame
baseman.
thus far.
Corey
First pitch on its way.
Seager.
On the screws to shortstop, but caught to retire the side.
I mean, Edgar Allan Poe ain't got shit on that.
Top half of the 6th.
A
about to get
Ravens
started.
nevermore.
Next will be the imposing power bat, Nicholas Castellanos.
Castellanos.
Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. And he
Off
misses
the plate,
inside
ball
with
one.
that one. Ball 1.
Hey, this is a real pesky hitter right here. As a pitcher, you really like to keep this guy off the bases. This is a guy that kind of sets the tables for big innings.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. Ball low as he's able to lay off the slider.
I got it. Put it right there.
Here's a topper fouled off to the right, and that'll even the count at 2-2. Trying to strike him out for the 3rd time.
Nice
Got
try,
him, and
Ramon.
he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time.
Number
Plate now
16.
is Willie Adames. A hit and 2 tries for him so far. Now a swing and a miss at a slider for a strike.
His slider's been impressive all night long. If he can continue spinning it like that, he's going to be just fine.
And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control, 0-2.
This is one of the things that makes him so effective as a pitcher, able to pound the zone with all different options.
Here it comes.
Nice
And
try,
another
Ramon.
one. Strikeout number 17 in the ball game as he keeps racking them up. Now into the box, number 18. He's hoping to avoid the hat trick. He struck out in each of his first 2 plate appearances so far. Tried to golf at it, but he missed strike 1.
I love the fact that this batter continues to be aggressive, but after striking out twice already, maybe he's got to take a step back, see the ball a little bit deep.
Well, the side is retired as they make the play. Now to the plate, here is Javier Baez. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Gotta find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
That's inside.
Ball 2.
That's him. Boom.
Your attention, please. Now
New pitcher to tell you about here is it's the longtime closer Troy Percival that gets the call here. Two balls and a strike to Javi Baez.
Yeah.
1 strike.
Oh, I know where he's at. That's at Tractor Supply.
In there, 2-2.
I got the count. 2-2.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. The 2-2 one more time.
Making Boone look
another
like the
foul
finest
ball.
place in the
We're
world
going
to
to see
live,
him
ain't
throw
it?
that
Ain't
hard fastball early and often.
he? The name sounds familiar, but
Ball, strike 3,
hits,
and there's the first
that's
out of the
that.
inning.
They're over towards Deep Gap.
Next,
That's where
it'll
that
be
is.
Bryce Harper.
That's where the
He's a diamond
wonderful
caliber
Tractor
player who
Supply
it's
is
safe
at.
to say is one of the best contact hitters in the game.
0-1's the count.
Shocker.
Percival still has plenty on that fastball. as
What
he
was the
takes
reason
charge,
for him even
0-1.
running?
0-2.
Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
We call
High
we
in
call
the
it
air out to
the
center
meth here.
field. On
We
the run
we
is
can't
Lewis.
afford crack. That you know, people don't take
But
EBTs
the
for
left
crack.
fielder calls him off and makes the catch. And that's the second out of the inning. Now it'll be Adley Rutschman as he'll dig into the left-handed batter's box.
And this isn't his strong side, at least not in terms when you look at the stat sheet or his consistent contact rates. I just don't think he's quite as smooth with his rhythm and swing mechanics when he's hitting left-handed.
Well, thank God he's not a
on the
relative, right? You know, that's the other side of the county.
And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
Oh, I'm sure it did.
can't
You know,
imagine in a
still on the.
hitter's meeting today,
That's why
the
you know
pitch
I
they
put
want
my
to
house
attack.
on wheels. I know
Plus
when they're coming.
velocity, up and in. It's going to be too tough to get the barrel to that pitch.
Scooped up. And
You
he
know
is
that
out
that
on the
pink
tag.
camouflage design they just started at it as a what do they call it, an option. You know, it comes in handy, you know, for the
Seventh
house.
inning ready to roll, and at the plate will be the speedy outfielder Shohei Ohtani.
The right fielder, Shohei.
You know, the drapes go real well with it too.
Ready with the first
Oh,
pitch.
man, let me
Here
tell
it
you.
comes. good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss.
Hey, this guy's been throwing
I
it
said the
just
Drakes.
so far. We're
The
moving on later
Drakes.
into this game. He's right at about league average for
The
first
camouflage.
pitch
I said the
Behind 0-2
pink
now.
camouflage option we got for the trailer. You getting it now?
Slider. Ooh, thought he had him, but it's 1-2.
I get that he don't have no good. Not that boy.
And the slider
Not a
moves
Hicks.
away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2. Looking to send him packing again.
They grew him a little different over there.
And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count
I
back
said they
full.
grow him a little different over there.
0-2 to 3-2. What a great at bat to start this inning off.
But I
Hey, this
do,
could
but
be a
it
productive
really
inning.
was. It was a
Griffey
deep
Jr.
gap. That's where
is
that was
there,
at.
and he has
'Cause
it for the first
I
out.
said, where are they at? And I sat there and I watched it, and you can see the red
Next
light,
up
and that's
is
and
Jesse
right there where
Winker.
that
He
person was
doubled his
standing
last
recording
time
it.
up.
Yeah, he
That's
did a
where the
great
Tractor
job to go
Supply
down and
is.
get that one his last at bat.
And there's only one
But I gotta
Tractor
think they're gonna
Supply
pitch him
here,
up,
and that's a
maybe
deep
elevate
gap.
something in the zone. Interested to see how he approaches this next AB.
Strike one to start the at-bat.
Yeah, sure.
Now a swing.
You
and a
get
miss.
past that,
Things are
there's
looking real
literally
promising
nothing.
Here, down 0-2.
The seventh
I'm
inning is
telling
one
you.
of those innings when you might start seeing some
Nice try, Ramon.
from your starters that they're reaching the end of their rope, but that's not the case here.
Well,
He
I'm
looks
sure
really
Daddy's
solid
got
to me.
money.
So he racks up the swinging
They,
strikeout on the breaking ball. Jesse
see,
Winker
deep
is
gap
up
when
second out in the
all
seventh
that,
inning.
all that
Kyle
through
Lewis
there.
is in for the third time as he looks at a ball high. It's 1-0.
All that through there, they what they did was years ago, the state came in and 4-laned it,
And this
right?
is fouled straight
But the
back
state
and
had
into
to
the
pay.
mask of
It
the
was like
catcher. It's 1-1. And now it appears
state
the
had to
outfield
pay
will
some
shift
crazy,
and assume a more straight-up
like
alignment.
settlement with them, with everybody through there.
Tried to get that one airborne, but it's 1-2.
And
so far, this has been a
basically,
terrific outing for this
the
guy.
Browns
Throwing
and the Hicks are the
keeping his
ones that
pitches
came out
to a
on
minimum,
top of it all.
Locating his fastball to both sides of the plate. Good command.
Well, the play's been made, and with it comes the
Well,
end of the inning.
They're not my family.
Seventh inning, stretch.
I bet.
Bottom of the inning now, and that'll bring up the pitcher, Madison Bumgarner.
Tell you what, you go down to Chicago, and you ask for some crack, and you ask for some meth. I bet you get two
Hader gets
different
the call
things.
from the pen to take the ball for the home seventh.
If that... All right, Mr. San Diego.
Now here's the pitch. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1.
Well, I get that,
He's gonna
but they
have to
did
set
have
his sights
things.
a
I mean,
little
I
lower
know
right
that
there. That pitch
Scarface
was able
came
to get
out,
by him. His swing was
when you
just
was
a
in
little
problems.
under that one.
Crack is a form of
Protecting
cocaine.
on
It's,
0-2,
it's
so
I don't
we'll
know
do it
exactly
again.
how to explain it, but I know it's.
Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
I don't know.
Really
CIA
bunches him up
developed
on
it,
that
right?
as He swings and misses for the first out.
Now batting.
Ronald
Top
Reagan,
of
right?
the
What's
lineup,
Ronald
stepping
Reagan's
in,
middle
Ken
name?
Griffey Jr. He flew out in his last debut.
No, it was the devil sign, right? Something 666. It has 6 letters in all of his name. Yes, I get that.
To the dish.
But crack is what you
Hold
shoot
there as
up.
The appeal goes to Ricky Holiday first, and
Yeah.
Holiday says he offered at it, so that's strike one.
But no, but I
9-0-2
know
now.
that crack is you could shoot it or or smoke it.
Now the pitch.
And but I don't know what
And
exactly
it's fouled
about
away.
it. It is cocaine, but it's a form of cocaine. Well,
Another 0-2 home.
1 ball,
you know,
2 strikes.
just because you're first cousins with Father Tom doesn't mean that I'm gonna let you off that easy.
And a sliding try there at third, but it skips by him, a base hit.
No, not then. We just had mushrooms and vegetables.
Now batting. First base.
Chris
Exactly.
Davis at the plate now, as the first pitch to him is taken
Well,
low
you're the
and away for
bastards
ball
that killed
one.
them all,
He's
you
got a
know.
hit in
You
3
and your
at-bats
smallpox.
to this point. Blake Trinan enters to make an appearance on the mound as he inherits a runner at first
Yeah.
with 1 out in the inning.
How you doing,
Ball and no
buddy?
strikes, here it is. Now a half
See, I
swing
thought
here
you
as
was
he wanted
just
to pull
joking
it
about,
back,
like
but
you
he
sent
does
me a
so
link
too
on
late. It's
on
strike
Instagram
one.
because see, I'm streaming right now,
And
and
he
I thought
fouls
you was
this
just
one off.
messing with me about Ronnie Hicks, and
Runner
I'm
at
like,
first with
who?
one gun in the inning.
And then I saw the link that you sent me,
Back up the middle.
and I'm like,
And
wait,
just
that's
eludes
real.
outside for a base hit.
I'm like, wow. I said, I'm not even upset. I'm kind of impressed,
At the
you know?
plate, Nolan Arenado. As the first pitch to him is swung on and missed. for
No,
strike one.
I bet
He's working
Peanut
on a
does.
1 for 3 thus far. And a
Kelly's
check swing here
stepdad.
as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2.
Because
On
there
the
ain't
ground
really pretty
down the
much
first
anybody in this
baseline.
county he
But
don't
This
know.
will be a foul ball, and it's still
But
0-2.
I don't.
Nope, that's
The
Can't get him
name
to
sounds
chase. It's
familiar, but
1
I'm
and
not
2.
going to sit here and say that I know who he is.
Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that
No,
time.
no.
2
Well, I don't think he would be a good old.
Up
You
next,
know, after what I
Corey
just
Seager.
said.
2 outs and 2 runners aboard here in the 7th inning. He's set and the pitch. Ohtani able to track it down for the 3rd out.
I wonder what he literally did to get
Stepping in
to
once
even
again
notice
is
him, because
Salvador
usually
Perez.
when
He went
they
down on
drive a
strikes in
tractor
his
on the
last
road
at
around
bat.
here, it's
Yeah,
no
he's gotta
big deal.
Put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch outs will stick with you
That
a
I don't
little
know.
longer.
Kelly Jansen has been summoned from the
Oh, I
bullpen
mean,
as he'll do so to
they-
start the 8th.
The big thing over there is the Christmas trees. That's where the majority of them come from. If you look up, if you Google right now,
First pitch coming, here it is.
what is Ashe County known
Oh,
for?
and he just blows the
Say,
fastball
what is
by
Ashe
for
County,
strike
North
1.
Carolina known for?
ball
And
one.
he misses with it, 1-1.
1-1.
You're special.
Swing and a liner on his junior,
Oh,
but
no,
this is a
no. Your
base hit.
mom said you were special in a short bus remedial way. That's a different kind of special. Hold on.
Now batting, second baseman.
I was going to see if I could. Yeah,
Next
that, I
up
mean,
will
that's
be
what they're
Gleyber
known for.
Torres.
That's where
As the first pitch
actually
here's a bit high, it's
this
ball 1.
Christmas tree
0
for the
2
White
from him
House,
so far in this one.
it usually comes from over at, like one of
Fouled
4
off.
farms over there.
All you want is the leadoff man to get on to start a big inning, maybe get a big rally going to claw your
And,
way back into
I mean,
this
it's a
ball
big
game.
thing around
Ball
here.
with 2
if you will.
strikes.
But see,
It's
my
becoming
grandfather
more
was
and more common
alive.
in today's game
He
to see
he
relievers
used
like
to do
this that
Christmas
can
trees,
run it up there close to
and
100
he would
miles
get me
per
to come
hour.
over as a
But
kid
it's
to
so
help.
fun to watch it. He blew it
And-
right by him there.
And I would go over and help, but
And
he
that'll
wouldn't
get
let me
down
do a
out
whole
there
lot.
near the wall. Now this will
And the
rattle
reason
up against the
being-
wall. The relay not in
He's safe.
time, and he's in there with a
Because
double.
of
And it's in
the
time
chemicals.
as he's out
What
at
they
third
spray
as
on?
the good relay gets him.
He knew it was bad, and he wasn't having me touch him.
Mitch Garver
please.
will
I mean,
get a
it's a
chance
nasty
with a
job.
runner in scoring position here as he'll pinch hit now with 1 away.
I mean, I hate it for anybody that has to do that. That's something.
And now it appears the outfield will shift
That
and
stinks,
assume a
if you know
more
what I mean.
straight-up alignment. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1.
But
Runner at
when
second
Kelly and
here
I
with
first
1
moved
man
down
out.
to Georgia,
That
I
swung
said, "You
on
want
and
to just
missed
go see
for
what
a ball
if they
1-1.
got one? We could get
That's the
one if
heavy
you
sinker
want." But
right there. He has the
that's
ability to
not
get ground
outrageous.
balls when he needs them, potential double play situations.
a Christmas
or
tree,
to
you
get
know,
that jam job with no one on base. that
'cause I
tap
know I
right
could've
back
drove
the
to
pitcher.
Boone and got
of
one
the
for
toughest
free.
pitches to hit in the game.
I just didn't
To
want to
2
drive
balls and
4.5
2 strikes
hours
now.
one way to get one. You know, but we went down. They wanted $120 for
Did well
a
just to make
7-foot one.
contact
I
there
said,
as
"No,
he
I'm
spoils
good.
off a good changeup.
I could come." I said, "No, man, I'm good. I got a family member. You know, they just got them
He's
up
set.
back at
Here's
home.
the
I'm
2-2.
good. If I wanted
And a
one, I
slider
would
to
drive and
the dirt
get
as he
one."
lays off it for a ball.
Well, he really needs to make this guy
Where
swing
do you
the bat right here.
where you
He's
live?
not
And
the
I'm
type
like,
of hitter you
"Well, I'm
wanna
from
dance
the
with.
Nice
mountains
try,
of North
Ramon.
Carolina, where
Bite
that
to
Christmas tree
sinker
came
as he
from."
gets him to swing through it for out
Oh, you
number
know it
2.
come from up there, and I'm
Nick
like,
Castellanos
"Well,
at the
I
plate
can look
now.
at it until it's an
Sat down
evergreen."
on strikes in his last at bat.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with
I
a
bet
fastball.
that
You
that
could
thing
tell
is
he was
stepped in the
late on
back of
that
a trailer
one.
since
And
July,
we'll
too.
see if
Waiting
he
for you
tries
to come
cheat
pick it
to
up.
something this AP.
1 ball, no strikes to count.
Because they would load trailers full of. I mean, you should see
The
it,
1-0.
Tom. They get the
swing and a
trailers
miss,
out and they
strike one.
load every bit of the
He
trailer
knows
up
full
as much
well
as
he's
they
sitting
can.
on a hat trick right here. All he's trying to do is avoid the golden sombrero.
No. I mean, it's all about the
And now
dollar.
it appears the outfield will shift and assume a more straight-up alignment.
So, and they,
On that fastball,
man,
too much
they
for
load
there.
them in.
1
And
and
then
2.
right into
I try and tell
like
people all the
the
time.
day
you face
after
a 90 to
Halloween,
92,
there's a place
94,
over in Mountain
you can
City,
still see
which
season
is
starts
on the
getting
Tennessee
above
side,
94,
that used to be
starts
where
to
you would
blur
go
itself
sell
a
your
little
tobacco
bit.
crop.
You start pitching
Because that's
where
where
this guy's
you would go hang it and
Nice
buyers
throw,
would see
Mo.
it, right?
Right there as he strikes
But
out,
they
and that
turn,
ends
I mean,
the
so
inning.
it's just a big old warehouse kind of thing. But what they do now is, they make wreaths in there. And I mean, it's it's every bit of them. Let's just say, you know, and probably here not on the right paperwork.
Craig Kimbrell.
I mean,
signed a
yeah,
pitch
I
out
mean,
of the
oh
bullpen
God,
in
you
the
should
bottom
see it
half
over
of
there
the
how
eighth.
bad it is. I mean, they've got trailers. They'll park trailers behind
Bottom of
the
inning
building,
number 8 set to go.
and
coming
you
forward now is the
15,
shortstop,
20 of them
Javier
live inside that
Baez.
trailer.
The shortstop.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Yeah,
Baez.
I mean, it's. I mean, and you know what? I can't blame them because nobody else will do it. Even the meth heads won't do it.
Well, they ain't gonna work nowhere.
Some of them will work to get that fixed, but they won't even do that.
Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly
Well, I
the
hope,
long
you
ball.
know,
What are your
I
thoughts
feel
on
like
this
you taught 'em
offense,
something,
fellas?
man.
Yeah, you ain't kidding, Matty. Dan, what does this feel like when balls are just flying out of the yard?
Hero, it's just one of those days when you're out there as a
Did
pitcher.
you like that one there?
Anywhere else but on that bump right now. This has the makings of being a long game.
You're like this guy. There's a reason why I don't call him. Yeah, there it is.
And it's quickly 0-2. And they'll try to get him to chase the fastball there, but he lays
Did you get
off.
that
1-2.
email about the
That's a good take there
exciting
on that
2023?
0-2 fastball. Just missed. He must have a really good eye at the plate.
You didn't?
Another 1-2 delivery.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And
For
this
me,
guy's good.
like
Fouls
last
off good
week, last
pitches,
Thursday.
and doesn't seem to swing at the ones just off the corner. This
Oh,
guy's a
well,
pitcher's nightmare.
I didn't know if
Lifted
you.
down the line
So
and left.
look, if you look that guy
No
up,
one will track it down.
Wayne Smith.
Lucky he got a piece right there.
He's
was
from Chicago
definitely late
originally.
on that pitch after seeing a previous off speed.
He played football at that soccer. I know you love it
At
when I do
third
that.
with nobody out.
Um,
And this is
but
swung on and
he
missed,
actually
and boy,
played
they took
up
care
in
of
the
a key
CFL
man there.
for,
One away.
I want to say, a good 10 years.
Now at the plate, Adley Rutschman. He's
I
a
mean, he
diamond
was
player
a
who represents
offensive
one of the
lineman
most fearsome
and
power
started
bats in all
for.
of
I
baseball.
mean, started basically wherever he went. And Tom, he's a very smart guy.
1-1 is a fastball low, and that evens the count at 1-1.
I mean, he's got one of those.
This
He's
is
got that
pulled into
drive
right.
when I first started doing it.
Otani is there. Let's
know,
see if
I
they
mean, I
test
just
it.
don't have that
and
drive
even with
anymore.
2 outs now, they
I'm
won't risk
content,
running on
if you
that
will.
arm out there as he's forced to sit tight at third
And I'm
base.
just honest about it. He
Mickey Mantle will grab a bat and hit for the
so
pitcher here.
one day, it won't be this week, but it'll be. I'll message you to ask you still. Love for you just to
Here's the first pitch.
if we could call you so
As
he could just
looks at a
kind of
fastball
ask
that
your
misses
perspective
off the
as a
plate for
contractor
ball
kind of
one.
thing.
Runner in scoring position with Sugar.
You know, because I told him what we've done is he's
Lewis
learned the
is there, and he
system,
puts this one away for
the
third out,
database,
so a
and how to
great job
use
there
it,
of
because
working out of
he's the
potential
database
trouble.
guy anyways. So we've just kind of slowly got into the material because it's not hard, and you know that, but
Emmanuel
I just
Clase
didn't want
comes
to
on
put
from
everything
the pen,
on him at
hoping
one
to
time
finish
because
this
I'm a
one
terrible
off here in the
fielder.
top of the
Terrible.
ninth. Stepping up is Willie
And,
Adames.
and I'm just
He's
trying
got a hit
to
in
make
3
sure that I
at-bats
follow
to this
through and
point.
give him the tools I can to do what he needs, what he wants to do, you know? Because I'll be honest with you, I told him, I said, man, if we get this
First
going,
offering on
and
its
you
way.
see
Off we go
the
in tonight
potential,
as the first pitch misses for ball
I'll
one.
give you the realms, and I'll let you run it.
That evens it up 1-1.
Hire some sales guys, and I'm just gonna,
Now the pitch.
be in the background because I'm not gonna
Off the
babysit.
inside corner for ball two.
Yeah.
I said because I'll
2-2.
tell them to go home
It's a
every
tough
bit of
pitch to
them
get to.
before I'll
I don't care
deal
who
with
you are,
anything with
to
it.
be able to get high velocity up and in, keep your hands inside.
And
it,
he's
you're
like, "What?"
asking
I
an
was like,
awful
"Man,
lot.
I
think he
I
needs
just
to
don't have the
calibrate his sights
patience
a
to
little
sit
further out over
and
the plate.
Nice try.
and
Ramon.
talk with some
And
people,
that's the third time we've written
and
a K
especially
next to
ones
his
that
name in
are
this one.
the, oh, I know that.
So
I
next
already
to
know
hit
that. I
is
said, I can't
number
stand that.
18. 0 for
They don't
3
know
with
it.
a
If
couple
they
of
knew it, then I wouldn't
strikeouts
be
for
sitting
him
there
to this
explaining
point
it
in
to
the
them.
ballgame.
That's inside.
A ball and no strikes.
Yeah.
But Chris's business is
And that's in there
finally
for a
done,
strike, 1-1.
so you know.
One out, nobody on.
Yeah, I don't know what happened.
Fouled away.
Not looking into it, just that I know you've heard me talk about Live Oak's Construction Supply down in Atlanta.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even
When
at
you was
2-2.
down there, I know he brought them up to you. They're like a Granger Fastenal
Now
kind of
that's
thing,
popped up.
just for
Arenado
concrete though.
is there for it.
So they've got everything that you would need to do
Two gone
for
now.
concrete, right? And
So now it'll be the four-hole
him,
hitter,
the guy
Shohei
that one of the
Ohtani. He
owners,
comes to the plate as the last
there's two
chance
brothers
for
that
his
own
side.
it
Two
now,
out
and
here in the ninth.
because their dads when they
First
started the
pitch
business
on
years
its
and
way.
years ago, but
Way behind
him and
that
Jeff
pitch,
Frazier
it's
were
0-1.
good buddies, drinking
The
buddies,
victory would
you know.
belong to Madison Bumgarner, barring any late
They,
trigger events
they
here.
go to Georgia games
And low,
together,
it's a
yada
ball and
yada
a strike.
yada.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Good
And I
pitch
knew
as
that,
this is
so when
swung
I
on,
left,
missed, and now they're down to perhaps their final
Jeff
strike of the
actually
evening.
reached out to me and asked
Get
me
it
if I
ready,
would
big
run
boy. This guy's throwing 3
a
digits
retail
right here.
location. They was
The
going to
best
open
way
up
I
a new
can help
retail
the
location
fans
in
is
Chattanooga,
90 to 92, you can
and asked me
usually
if I would
see
go and run
Nice
it.
try, Ramon.
Swing and a miss. He struck him
So
out.
I'm
and
thinking,
that'll
okay,
do
well,
it
you
here
asked
as the
me
ball game
that
is over.
if I'll go run a business for you. Well, let me tell you what I've got the same material,
all that's left now is
and
the celebrating and the unveiling of the
I
rewards.
mean, I know it,
4-0
but it's
the
hard
score
for people to
tonight.
believe it
Cooperstown
sometimes. But I know
jumped
it.
out to an early lead in
And
the first and never
it's
looked back.
and I told him the price
Madison
point because
Bumgarner
I knew what he
is credited
was
with the
getting
win.
from
Bob
Chris,
Gibson
and I
was
went
unable
left,
to
thinking,
work out of
okay,
the
well,
second inning
this will
as he
get it,
settled
right?
with the
Well,
loss. So that's a
it
wrap
didn't
for
get
us
it,
here
no big
tonight.
deal.
For my partners in the booth,
And
Mark DeRosa and Dan
they called
Plesac
me and
and
they
our
said they're just
entire
going to
crew,
stay
I'm
with
Matt
Chris, and I
Vasgersian.
said, hey,
You've been
I
watching
understand, I
MLB The
appreciate the
Show.
call.
And
If
for
guys,
more,
if you
click
need
over
me,
to
just let me know.
theshow.com.
And then last week, Jeff called the 800 number because I guess they saw on LinkedIn when I put Appalachian Concrete, and they thought I was doing contract work, and I'm like, no. I said, I'll do one job here in Boone, but that's it. So, and he told me that, they won't return in phone calls and emails, and the 800 number's disconnected, and the 770 number's not working anymore, and he's like, if they're at that point with me, that they got to be done.
Oh, shit, yeah.
Because they were just a distributor for him.
Oh, shit.
Supposedly. He was the distributor that wouldn't ever keep anything on the shelves and order it when the customer needed it. And I'm like, well, how does that make him a distributor?
Yeah.
But, you can't cut off your nose to spite your face, and that was Chris's decision, not mine. So, but, you want some mac and cheese?
No thanks.
You sure?
Yep. I don't need none. I steak.
I'll cup the balls and cradle the shaft.
Yeah, no thank you. Probably got Fremunda cheese under there anyway.
I thought you liked Fremunda, because I know you don't like the other yellow cheese. Neither one of us does. That was a pretty good one. I like that one myself,
Yeah.
Because I don't know if I told you, fuck a Packer.
So you thought the Bears having the most money to spend and the number one pick. Old Lovey did us a favor, didn't he?
Oh, I love it. I love the fact he admitted to it. He goes, it was the best. What did he say? How did he say it?
Best Bears win in his
Yeah.
something like that. Yeah.
In the history, yeah. His career.
Well, I think he just said fuck you because he knew he was getting fired.
Oh, yeah.
So he's like, fuck you, you ain't getting the number one pick.
And the fact he did it,
What?
and the fact the guys on the team did it too, though.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I mean, he could call the plays in, but those guys had to play.
Yeah. Well, everybody, the players, I mean, from the Bear players and what I've heard of other people love playing for Lovey.
Yeah.
But Lovey just has a hard time getting a quarterback or good offensive coordinator. Even in Chicago, he wouldn't get one because he felt they would take his job. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's just, I mean, Pat Manley, he's the longest tenured long snapper in Bears history. You know, he was there under Lovey, and he goes, man, that guy, he goes, guys would, he goes, I still would run through a wall for him. He goes, he is a leader of men. He goes, he really is. He goes, you know, he has nothing but respect. So does Kreutz and all them. Urlacher, they just love Lovey.
Oh, I know. And you know, I loved him too. He was a fans coach too, because he was truly that defensive guy. And you saw how much better it made Urlacher and Briggs.
Mm-hmm.
And just that whole D. And but I agree that you could see, you know, from Mike Tice to, who was his buddy, his counterpart with the Rams that came?
Oh, God.
You know who I'm talking about.
He made Kurt Warner famous.
Yeah. Yeah.
He went 0-16 and fucking, or no, that was his other buddy that went 0-16 in Detroit.
Yeah.
The white guy, the defensive coordinator. What was his name?
But he did great for us though, man.
Yeah.
And he's gone down to Dallas and done okay.
Yeah.
And that, if you remember, when he took the job in Dallas, Urlacher was thinking about going there, playing a year under him.
Yeah. Mike is the first name of that.
Yeah. But if you know, and I know Jay Cutler's Jay Cutler, but if you remember, Jay Cutler had his whole career, he didn't have more than 2 seasons with any offensive coordinator.
Right.
I mean, how does that not affect the quarterback at some point?
I'm sure it does, and the Bears are going to lose their offensive coordinator again this year. They always lose their coordinators.
Why is he already gone?
Well, because everybody wants it because of what he did with Fields.
Oh, he's basically the horse whisperer of.
Luke Getsy, and Aaron Rodgers loves him.
Ah. Where do you think Rodgers is going to go?
I don't know. One minute I think he's leaving, the next minute I don't know. They're talking about getting DeAndre Hopkins. Well, why in the fuck do you want DeAndre Hopkins in Green Bay if you don't have a quarterback to throw to him?
And I'm sorry, DeAndre Hopkins' career, I mean, he's on the downward spiral.
He's like 30 or what?
Yeah.
30.
I don't know. I know he ain't a young buck no more.
No.
He's basically, what was number 11? Fitzgerald when he got there.
Yeah.
You know, Fitzgerald would have a game or two, but you could see he lost a step.
Yeah.
But
No, they talk about the Bears wanting him too. DeAndre Hopkins. I'm like, fuck that. I agree with you.
I hope not. Why make a sacrifice on somebody that... I mean, I just don't get it, you know, and nothing against them, but it's business, right? Well,
Yeah.
if we're doing what we say they are, that would kind of contradict of what they're doing, because I'm sorry, he's not a leader. I don't see leader, you know, in his play and how he's carried himself, you know?
Yeah.
So, you know, but that's just me. I'm a guy that lives in Boone, North Carolina, that people take rides on tractors.
I think they should, I think they should trade Justin Fields for Brock Purdy.
I don't have any comment.
And Mr. Irrelevant.
I didn't want Justin Fields to begin with. I hate to say it, I just didn't.
I think he looks pretty good now.
Yeah, but how much is he going to keep being able to run that ball?
Well, I think he can throw. If you look back at Ohio State, he threw quite a bit at Ohio State.
I get that, but I mean, he didn't throw a whole lot this year, as much as you'd want him to.
But he threw, but that offensive line, DJ, my God.
I get it. But you've sold me on a lot of things as well with what they're doing. So in my head, maybe they're not showing everything.
Yeah,
Maybe they're showing, because you could see the games, Tom. They were competitive first quarter, second quarter. And then that's when, I think that they said, look, we're going to let off it now so we don't try to push too hard and injuries happen, this and that. And, I mean, I'm hoping that's the case because...
Well, they wanted a high draft pick. I mean,
Yeah.
Look at Quinn and Smith.
I thought we was definitely going to go after the number 2 pick. So when it happened that Lovey did what he did, and I thought it was a joke at first. I thought people was just joking about it. And then I saw Lovey's comment, and I'm like, nope, Lovey did that on purpose.
Yeah. he was like, fuck you.
I love it. I mean, if I had that man's address, I'd send him a thank you card right now.
Oh, you don't think some Bear fans have? You know that.
I mean, that is awesome.
Ryan Poles himself probably sent him something.
How about old Virginia turning 100?
Yeah. She wasn't at the last game. She always travels. She always goes to the games. She wasn't at it.
Well, hell, 100-year-old, you move a little slower, Tom. I mean,
Yeah.
I know you don't remember that, but normal people, not want the gene of forever in their blood.
I mean, fuck, I think that saying, I did that 25 years ago, I think that sounds like a long time. I can't imagine saying, I did that 7
You know what? The other day I was telling a customer, I've done this now for 15 years. And I'm like, Jesus, have I? And I said to myself, Tom, holy shit, I've done this for 15 years.
So I must have met you pretty close to the beginning.
Don't you remember? I mean, I was wet behind the ears. I didn't know. I knew the repair product, but the joint material I was still very iffy about. How to answer questions and stuff, and things it did and didn't do, and I knew in my head the guy that best answer your question was Brian, if you remember him.
Yeah, Brian Bauer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and that's why, huh?
Did he work down there?
Say what?
Did he work down there with Chris?
No, Chris and him was business partners at one time.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. So. Oh yeah, that was a long time ago.
Long time ago.
And then Chris started having the material made in Georgia.
Oh.
So. Now I can't sit here and tell you. I don't think he screwed over Brian, because Brian kept talking to him, but I think he parted ways with Brian kind of before Brian saw it coming. So, but that wasn't my place, and that was after, because I remember I got Brian to talk to you. You remember because man, he's the guru, and when I came here, that's why I was like, man, you just call Brian, and I said, because I don't know what price, I can't get it to you anywhere near the price that you know, Chris was getting it for you.
Right.
And that's why I just wanted you to call, you know, the man.
Yeah, no, I like talking to him. He's a nice, I mean, he seems like he knows his shit, so.
Oh, yeah. This is Brian. You ready for my Brian interpretation?
Okay.
So you're talking to him. Has he ever done this? Well, Tom, you know, that material, it's designed, it was never designed to put in cartridges, Tom. It was designed for pumps.
Yeah. That's pretty spot on.
And then they'll go into the big long story of why it was designed for pumps.
Yeah.
I mean, you need a good 30 minutes, you know, when you talk to him. That's for sure.
Yeah, that's fine though. I've got a lot of information out of him.
I mean, Brian, and that's why I gave you the, you know, again, you know, you're my boy, and I just was telling you the truth, and I said, man, just call him directly, you know, and Brian, you know, if I needed an answer to a question and I didn't know it, I wouldn't ever think to go ask, you know, Mike or Jim where I am now, where I'm not there. I'm just an independent contractor, right? So, I would call Brian in a second.
Yeah.
That's who I would call. I mean, you know, I know one or two things, but he's the guy that knows. He knows his shit.
Yeah.
And he's very intelligent, even though he played football at Ohio State.
Oh, yeah.
He's never told you that?
Well, back in the 40s?
He actually played with Archie Griffin.
Oh, yeah?
I'll send you a link. As far as I know, he still has the record. He was inducted into the Ohio High School Hall of Fame. And I think he's got, honestly, he was a running back.
Oh, shit.
But he played defensive tackle when he went to Ohio State. And he played with Archie and what was 46's real name from Ohio State? Doug Plank. Yeah.
Doug Plank?
Yep.
Oh, Jesus, that was a long. How old is fucking Brian? About 70?
Yeah. Well, Brown was. I mean, Archie Griffin was what, the Heisman in 75 and 76.
That's what the 46 defense was named after.
I know. That's what I just said.
Oh.
You non-hearing deaf bastard.
What the fuck? I didn't know what the fuck you're talking about.
I said the guy that the 46D was named after.
I didn't hear that part.
And he's got 2 pairs of golden pants sitting in his desk drawer. Well,
yeah?
I don't know if that's where they're still at now, but years ago I said, Brian, let me see your golden pants. And like, you think he may have them in a case or on something? No, he opened up his little desk drawer that he had, and there they were.
So you guys went out to California?
Hell no, it was on a video conference call thing.
Oh.
So, no. I've never been to California to see him. Yeah.
Oh.
Not to see him. The only time I went out there was for LA cold storage.
Oh, shit.
When they had a -80 freezer.
The fuck you need -80 for?
You ever eat sushi? Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. I wouldn't anymore if I was you.
Oh, yeah? Even if it's made fresh?
Yeah. And what the fuck they need a -80 blast freezer for then there, Tom?
That does keep it fresh, though.
Oh, does it? Does it? I'm sure it does. I'm telling you.
I ain't died from it yet, so.
Well, but
Well, I gotta go. My friend.
Hey, I figured I'd call and at least tell you, yeah, you've definitely made me feel like the redneck of the year where I live at right now. That's for sure. Or that Ronnie Hicks did, one of the two. So,
Glad I can make your night.
that definitely made my night. You know, usually the spotlight's on this side of the county.
Well, when you see Ryan tomorrow, tell him I said hi.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'll go ahead and get in my birthday suit and start running up the road. You know, I'm going to tell him the boogeyman in Illinois made me do it.
Yeah. There you go.
Tom, have a good night, buddy.
All right, you too.
All right,
Bye.
see ya. Well, guys, I tell you, I'm going to call it for this evening. Please hit that like button, subscribe. We'll be back tomorrow. Thanks for everybody that come in and chat and talked. Tomorrow, Thirsty Thursdays. You want to drink if you're old enough, because it helps finding me funny. That's for sure. Guys, have a great night.